This week, we find out David is not a pen thief, he's just collecting them. Chloe talks to our guest about a T-Rex riding a motorbike. And I am not ginger. Just so that's clear. Just the thought made that clear. Let's strap down. Let's strap in. Let's do this.
This is just another trucking podcast.
Hello, this is Just Another Trucking Podcast. I am your host, Tom, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friends, my co-host. Firstly, a woman who has been rolling around in the fields in an Amazon truck, apparently. If you look at her Instagram page.
If you look at the Instagram, yes. Yes, I have, apparently.
I'm guessing we will talk about that at some point, because that is wild, and I do want to delve into it at some point.
Yeah.
And also someone who... How old is your son, David? It occurs to me.
He's nearly 21 months.
21 months. So, it occurred to me, while we were talking on the last episode, you're taking your 21-month-old baby to Disneyland.
Yeah, he's very excited about it every time.
Yeah. I call bullshit on that. I was thinking about this. You're going to Disneyland for you, and you are just using your baby as an excuse. Am I not correct in saying this?
Especially with your whole thing.
Wait.
You're half right.
What?
Half wrong.
His what?
I can't do David's did the Chewbacca thing, didn't he?
What, was that a Chewbacca or a beard impression? I don't know. It could go either way.
It was a bit of both.
I honestly don't even know what to say.
David did it better.
That's broken my mind. That's broken my brain. It's broken me straight away.
You're half right. By the way, I take it's for him and me, and a lot of time it's just to kill.
We're gonna go on the roller coaster. Hold on. And we also have this week the Ginger Mother Trucker. Hello, Domino. How are we doing? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good.
Very, very good. Yes. Well, I think all the better for being on a Saturday night and chatting with mates. That's always a good thing, isn't it?
100%, yes.
Well,
with the booze.
I don't know. And producer, hello, producer. We got you in the house.
Hey, how's it going?
That's right. She's female today, hence the pink
female
bow.
Salmon.
Well, the salmon's actually got a name this week. So the salmon's name. The other salmon is just called producer. This salmon's called Emily. So that way, so Emily the salmon. Have you ever thought about being a salmon? Again, it occurs to me.
Not a question she ever expected in her whole life.
Do I plan on swimming upstream, laying eggs and dying? No.
Well,
when you put out that.
Joke's on you because it's hilarious. For those people listening in their trucks, hello. Just whatever we're talking about, just ignore it. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I can't. I don't really have an explanation for you. Just, I guess check out the YouTube briefly if you need to, but not while you're driving. And definitely, I was going to say not while you're driving, not when you're behind the wheel, because if you're on the M25, as we do say every week, you probably sat doing nothing. Because
probably.
And if you are listening on the podcast on whatever, is it Apple, iTunes, or whatever, wherever you guys listen to your
all of them, just everywhere.
Even if you don't want to watch on YouTube or listen on YouTube, at least subscribe, because as soon as we get over to 1,000 subscribers, we can actually start monetizing and making money. But once you hit 1,000, it's just that right now we have a lot of people who are we have a lot of people who are just listening on the stuff. But anyway, that's it. Okay.
We need to have that. Do you ever see the YouTube shorts?
Emily looks like she wants to say something.
Oh no, she's shaking her head. The salmon's shaking his head. Oh no, David. Oh no, David.
I don't know how to shake the head. I was lucky enough to get the fin to wave. That was like an entire weekend right there. Okay.
Oh no. I'll just stop talking about the salmon.
Emily.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
Wait, the salmon's doing a backflip now. It's splashing. That they were just going to put, like, it's going to have the salmon just with a sign up behind it just saying, nope, like a cartoon or something. Yeah, that'll be all, that's all we'll get. Should we go through some of the housekeeping merch? Go and get some merch, salmonslap.com. You can get t-shirts, you can get mugs, you can get all sorts. David, why haven't you got a t-shirt yet, David? We're here hiking this stuff, and you've not even bought one yourself.
Do you even advertise it?
That's a good point, yeah.
I don't advertise anything.
You like to plug your
word.
shit on here.
Wow. David is going to be fired this week, so that's going to be something that's going to happen.
Oh, wow.
Who's
people
up
know.
for yeah.
Freed up my weekend.
Less animation for me now. Right, any other points? Oh, arseholes. We actually have an arsehole. Yes. And if, for them new listeners who are going, what? This is a thing we used to do. We used to have this thing, a segment where we used to call people out. And instead of like doing a proper shout out, we'd call them an arsehole.
Yeah.
It was just something we did, but someone has recently asked to be called an arsehole. So, Chloe?
We've got Mark Walker, who has recently contacted us, and he's literally just started listening about 2 weeks ago, and he's already like halfway through our episodes and loving it.
That's more than me.
So welcome to the podcast. Fuck you, David.
I'm so sorry.
Actually, you say that. Have you not been... Surely you must have been on half the episodes by now. Because
Yeah, he probably is, since Christmas.
Yeah, we've put
It was
out
on
a
a
fair
good 50,
few.
though, so, yeah.
I just haven't listened to the older ones.
I think this is episode 60... Well, I think it's 68. But
possibly.
We do have another one that's yet to be released about tornadoes that has already been recorded, and that one needs editing. And that's something that is going to be happening. We did an interview with a tornado chaser.
We did.
Oh, it was so good.
He was awesome.
He was really good. That is
anyway. Can I call Mark Walker an arsehole now?
We all can.
Okay, Mark Walker, you're an arsehole.
Yeah, you are a definite arsehole.
Absolute arsehole.
Domino. Come on, Domino. Call one of our people. Well done, eh? Welcome to the podcast.
And I have also got to give a shout out to David Jones, who follows my channel, Skip Chick. Whoop, whoop.
David, no. I can tell what's going to happen. You're going to try and plug your bloody thing now.
Just do it.
Just get it over and done with. Come on, just do it. Just do it for the love of Christ. Just get it done with, and that way we don't have to think about it again. It's not going to come as a surprise.
What is it? My channel called again, Tom?
Oh wow! What was that guy's name?
I just prefer it when someone else says it.
Oh right, okay, right. Yeah, it's called My Trucking Skills.
Go over there and check out the app.
Yeah.
Hey, would people actually understand if the game was called My HGV Skills?
I think so. I will
Yeah.
say
Like everyone in Europe knows it to be called
though.
a HGV.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not as catchy. I like your trucking skills. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Okay, I can go away with it. I will say, you were showing me a video before all this started, and I was mesmerised by it. Like, I was proper, like... It was like one of that... It was... do you know the Jungle Book? And there's like this snake with their eyes that swirl, and he's like, like that. Honestly, it was like that. Wow.
Was this David's channel or the other TikToker's channel?
TikTok.
Oh no, I'm not subscribed to David. It's only the other guys. That's us.
The squeaky voice one.
Oh my god, that's right. Him.
Oh no,
that guy.
Let's not start that again.
No, Jesus, Ray, let's not start that.
Right. I think we should probably introduce Domino.
Domino. Well, no,
Yeah.
but we need to find out about Domino, don't we? Because when we get a new guest on,
You can only do that by introducing her. Come on.
We ask her how did
on,
she
Tom.
get into? I'm trying to do it. I'm trying.
Get on with it.
Fucking hell, woman. Right. Oh, by the way, the bleeps are gone. We did a poll on
we
Instagram.
don't give a fuck. Yeah.
But still doesn't mean you can swear non-stop.
Yeah, let's try and keep it to a minimum. There are a few. For instance, what are the ones that I can't say? I can't say the word. Can I, David?
No, you can't say.
So that has just been
Bleep
bleeped
alerts.
twice. So people are. So what is that word that people cannot hear because of the bleep? The word. There you are. David is not happy with me at the moment. Oh no, I'm in trouble. Right, let's move on to Domino before I get shot. Domino,
I love how that
did you...
word got come up and now I'm being introduced.
There was, for legal
What's
reasons,
not related?
we're not saying that them two things were related, allegedly. Anyways, Domino, how did you get into trucking? What made you take the step into the HGV industry?
I always worked in offices from school and absolutely hated it. I've always wanted to be on the road, but when I left home quite early, I got myself into quite a lot of money trouble, so I couldn't afford to even do my car license. So I probably didn't get my car license till I was about 26.
Yep.
So I've literally, once I got my car license, ran with it. So I've got my full motorbike license,
Nice.
my class 2, my class 1. I'll probably do bus, so I've got them all, like a scratch card.
You may as well complete them all.
Yeah, just like to be different. Just like to be out and about.
Hey, by any chance, did you have that moment? Because that's like me. I only started driving when I was 28.
You were like,
I think.
Yeah, I was 24, so I was
later. Like, and I remember the moment, the exact moment. Because I travelled quite a lot, and I used to live in like Rome and stuff like that, and I never really needed a car. And I was walking back from an interview, and it was hot. It was one of them absolutely scorching days, and I was just like, I was miserable. I was so hot. I don't deal with heat very well because I am. Wait, what colour am I? What colour did we say before? No,
Ginger.
Shut up. Like, not
Ginger.
that. Rose gold. That's the colour. Yeah. So
don't make him feel proud of himself.
I am a little bit.
Like it's suddenly amazing.
Proud. I was walking back and I was just like, no, I'm gonna have to get my license, and it just kind of ran from there. Like, what
was it? Just for the aircon?
Oh my word!
They don't always work.
Half the cars don't have AC over in England, do they?
Of course they do, you dickheads.
Yes.
We have running water now, son.
You're running water. That's probably much cheaper. I just remember very few cars had AC
It's
in
50-50.
Ireland when I was growing up.
Yeah, older cars don't, do they really?
Yeah, but that's Ireland, isn't it? I'm surprised if it's got AC now.
Oi, be careful.
Oi.
I'm still proud. I may not have lived there for 23 years, but, you know.
So, Domino, what stages, obviously you did all your licenses. Did you do this all over a year? Like literally just complete it out? Or did it take you a little while to do?
I had my car for quite a few years now. I'm 31. Because of COVID, I seem to have gone from 28 to 31 quite quick. But
yeah, it was a bit of a waste of time.
But yeah, since I got my car, and then I did my motorbike last year or the year before that.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
then my class
you are really
two last year
you
and
are
class
scratching
one
all
this
them
year.
off.
Yeah, literally go for it.
Like, are you
I literally only need bus.
You only need bus. Are you going to go for it?
And then like Pokemon, I've got them all. I don't personally want to do it as a living.
You just want to tick the box.
It's a bit peoply, isn't it? But
I see. I couldn't be a bus driver, and apologies to any bus drivers that are listening. I just don't like people.
You get quite a lot of abuse from being a bus driver as well.
Imagine doing your job, except there's someone sitting over your shoulder. Like all them people that sit on the motorway and judge you as you're driving. Imagine that, but they're sat a foot behind you going, oh, should you be that far out into that lane? I don't think you should be doing that. Oh, that person there's this and this and that. I'm like, no, just shut up. I want to listen to a podcast. Shut up. Knock you out, son. So, Domino, I think if I didn't ask this question, I think we would get some angry messages. Do you actually have a bike then?
Yeah.
And if you do, what do you have?
Well, motorbike.
Yeah.
That'll be the one that I can't imagine
I have a push bike.
of a normal. Yeah, let's just not go. Let's not get into that after the whole Jeremy Vine thing. That might be for the best. But do you have a motorbike?
Yeah.
What do you got?
SB650S, because I'm only 5'2", it's been lowered
Nice.
twice. And I've had to have adjustable levers because I have hands like a T-Rex, teeny hands. You'll see me make a bed.
Oh, amazing.
Can I Photoshop a T-Rex on a bike? That is the question.
With my
Because
head on
if
it,
I
yeah.
can, that's our thumbnail this week. Nothing else, just a T-Rex on a motorbike.
Yeah, do it.
That's it. That's it. It's
amazing. That's so good.
David, I'll be honest with you. I asked this question about motorbikes. It occurred to me the second I asked it. I know nothing about bikes.
You just think you're cool because you asked the question. Oh yeah, biker.
Well, it makes it. I know what a Fireblade is and stuff like that. Like that's a Fireblade. It's a CBR Fireblade.
Yeah, and is that a Honda?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is good.
It's a good one, is it? Now, yeah.
It's a nice motorbike.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, and is it a Kawasaki Ninja?
Yeah. I used to have a Kawasaki Ninja 250. 250 meaning 250 cc's. Really wasn't slow.
all right, though,
Sorry,
yeah.
it wasn't fast at all. Basically, I could floor it every time, and it was a great starter bike.
So
Like, seriously.
Okay, so what's a big number with motorbikes then?
My other
1,000.
half has a 1400.
Yeah.
It's
Is
got
it?
Depends on it, like, if you-
1400.
Wow.
So what
If
is that?
you're-
Is that like a proper? Will that?
Yeah,
will that
that's
go?
Massive, yeah.
That will.
But it's a
tank it.
massive bike too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't one of your what's it, crotch rockets, your
Like a little
your sports
monkey bike.
bikes.
Not a
You know, this
sports
is
bike.
more like a
monkey
this is more
bike,
a
Oh,
you
cruiser.
call
so
it.
it's one of those more.
No,
sat
I said
upright,
it's not a
like-
monkey bike.
yeah.
So it would, I suppose, maybe be a
What's a
sports
monkey
tourer,
bike?
like a little one.
A little one.
Yeah.
A little one for monkeys.
Why are you putting a monkey on a bike?
We've got T-Rexes on it. Why not?
A bit of a top tip, health and safety. Do not put monkeys on bikes. That seems like a really bad idea.
people
And
have
also,
their
as well,
cats
I
and
think
dogs on
potentially
them.
illegal in some regards. But yeah, why are you putting a
Well, they've
monkey
got
on a
their
bike?
You know what?
license.
Yeah, but
This
you've
is
got,
what a
like,
monkey
little
on a bike
helmets
looks
for
like
your
right
cat
here.
Or your dog.
I'm presuming there is somewhere on the internet, so I will put it up here.
I
Just,
bet
If
there
not,
is. There
if
will
not,
be.
you've just made me Photoshop a monkey on a bike. So not only am I having to Photoshop a T-Rex on a bike, also a monkey on a bike. I swear to God, in fairness, I think I deserve it after what I've done to you.
Yeah.
I definitely 100% deserve that.
Oh God, yes. Yeah.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
so you're okay. You are a HGV driver. Is that right? Do you say driver after HGV?
Yeah.
Like you say
Yes.
truck driver.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you just in England? Are you going around Europe? How long have you been truck driving for? I know
So
there's a bunch of
I
questions all in one.
passed
But, yeah.
my class 1 in March this
Oh,
year.
you're new.
Yeah. And then I did my class 2 last year. I was hoping to do it sooner, but then COVID and lockdowns put everything on pause.
Yeah.
Did you do any class 2 work or not?
No.
So, wow,
okay.
you just went straight up to, wow. And the thing is, if you'd waited,
Yeah.
you could have just
no.
done your class 1
Class one.
anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
right,
it
Tom.
cost me a
Just
few
rub
quid.
it in.
It would have saved me a
Oh,
couple
you know what
I will
do?
Yeah.
how's your backing skills? Tom knows
Yeah,
where
I
I'm going with
think.
this one.
Yeah.
This just seems unfair that you're going to do a second.
It's gonna be, have you checked out my app? Because I've got
Just
an app
do
for
it.
you.
So go on. How are you finding the reversing?
I think originally because I went out for maybe 2 months as a driver's mate.
Okay.
Driver's
So-
mate, as in like you were a co-driver.
Yeah.
So,
Is that right?
yeah, so like I
Yeah,
was
co-driver.
passenger.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Okay.
I wasn't originally driving for a bit. It was like learning some of the places we go because some of them are quite narrow.
Yeah.
And the thing I struggled with was I learned in a wagon drag.
Oh wow.
So that's
yeah.
like one of the longest
So
you can
different.
do in the UK for your test. Your pivot
Yeah.
point's completely different. So when I'd got
Yeah.
a job doing class 1, I'd never actually driven truck and trailer.
I don't. For me, I don't think that the pivot point is the issue. I think that the issue for me is the fact that you've got in your mirrors. There's more things to look out for because obviously you've got the swing of the truck, which obviously that's swinging out, especially if you've got like a rear steer, which a lot of them are rear steer on the actual on the truck side. So so that back end kicks round really bloody fast,
does.
like
And
even when I was just on class twos, I mean when I was
so
just
the back trailer actually goes in the opposite direction first for just a few seconds
because
before it
the
goes
back
the other
end
direction.
pushes it all the way over that side, like the opposite side.
And you can see it starting to kind of in the mirrors. You can see it starting to kind of go off that way. I mean, don't get me wrong. It means that you do funny things where you'll start driving towards things and you'll drive as if you're gonna hit, like, as if your trailer's gonna hit it, and the last second you'll turn and it'll just drag the trailer around in the opposite direction. It's very weird. It's hard to unless you've driven one.
Yeah,
it's quite hard to explain.
Yeah,
but I will agree that they're. It's not easy.
No, I'd
like,
say
what do you prefer? You failed. Yeah, I think a lot of people do though.
Not for my driving. I indicated right instead of left.
Wait, you did what?
I've never heard of.
No, but you don't get to move on from that comment.
And I indicated.
Did
it was stress of the day. There was a storm which had a name in the UK.
Oh, was this the recent one?
The one in February.
Was it Eustace?
Something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Producer, Google what storm was it in March? Was it?
It was February. When I did my
February.
When I failed. So because of COVID, both you and the instructor had to wear masks. I had to put all the windows down.
Oh yeah.
Not that it was one of those things that, in hindsight, I think actually having an extra day learning and then doing my test again, I felt a lot more confident.
Yeah.
But then when I started driving truck and trailer, I went quite wide because of how long the wagon drag was.
Yeah.
So reversing truck and trailer, I really do prefer it.
Joel, just very quick, producer, have you got the name of that? What was the storm?
So we actually had a cluster of 3 that appeared one after another. We had Dudley, Eunice, and Franklin. I forgot about that actually because Arnside got battered.
I got Eunice right.
Yeah. It would be one of them. I do. Yeah. I was quite.
I remember giggling because
it was quite fun.
My neighbours didn't think to take down the what's it called, umbrella over their outside table.
Gazebo?
No, as in, like, when you've got like a
trellis,
a picnic table and a big umbrella over it.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't think to take that down. It wasn't in the place it was meant to be after those 3 storms hit. Let's just put it that way.
But it was findable though.
Oh yeah, they found it. I mean, it wasn't functional, but they found it.
In pieces.
Yeah.
A few towns away.
You poor Europeans with your small little gusts of wind.
Oh.
It's called storm.
Yeah. Wait a second. You're on the East Coast. I don't think West Coast. Sorry, you're on the West Coast. I don't think you get to complain about anything like that. Do you even get anything?
Yeah, we do.
I know things get.
About?
Well, I know things get a bit burny.
Every year we get the Santa Ana winds, and they will blow every trailer over that is empty up in the north side by San Bernardino. I know I'm just throwing out names, but seriously,
don't travel empty.
Yeah.
It's
probably even worse for the in the UK or whatever in Europe because most of your trailers are actually curtain siders, so it'll actually grab the wind like a sail. You know, we don't. Yeah. We have the curtain siders. Yes, we just did I say that right? Curtain sider, side curtain, curtain sider.
Yeah.
We have them, but they're just not used as much as the box vans. But,
just going back to Smirts that Domino was saying about sticking a head out the window for reversing. I'm curious. Are you head sticker outers? I think you are. I think Chloe.
Absolutely.
Won't be. I think you will keep your windows closed and you will just use mirrors. Am I right?
So wagon drag, I'll only use mirrors.
Oh, right. Okay.
The Arctic, I will use mirrors as much as I can until I get to a point where I physically have to put my head out to have a look. And then if it's on my near side, I'll stick my head out. If it's on the far side, obviously your mirror. You can't do
Is that something that you've learned because of the area that you're in? Because I get asked... I've been asked before by a few people, why don't I ever stick up my head out the window to look where my trailer is? And I think the reason is I started off in the Lake District, And when you're reversing around anywhere that's got hedges, you're getting twatted in the face by every single bramble and sharp bush and stuff like that. Oh yeah, so I always have my windows up, I have my mirrors, and I do not stick my head out because I've more than once been hit in the eye by something, and then you're having to stop, and then people are like, why is he just suddenly stopped? He's just stopped in the road. That's because I'm trying to get berries out of my eye. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I've stopped in the road. I don't care what you say. This is what's happening right now.
But for me, with your mirrors, I find you've got more observation because you're still looking out forwards. Yeah. You're still seeing what's going on around you. Whereas if you're looking behind you out one window, you don't know what the fuck's going on that side.
Do you hang out the window, Domino, or not? So are you kind of getting used to using the mirrors?
Originally, I didn't ever. I used to just use the mirrors. But some of the bays where you're really having to kind of jack it on and really push it round, then I will
say that some of them bays, and in fairness, I've looked at some of your Instagram posts, and credit where it's due, some of them do actually look pretty narrow. And I've said this before, if you put me in Scotland in some back arse of nowhere down a green lane where I have to reverse the truck on a blindsider in like bad lighting, I will nail that.
I will nail
it. Speaking from experience, I will nail it pretty much first time. If you ask me to do the same thing, if you ask me to do a nice simple reverse into basically like one of these,
just a straight reverse.
Well, but pretty much straight reverse anywhere, just can't reverse.
In the services,
not just in the services, but also in the RDCs, like where Domino's are going. I will get out because I'm shitting myself. Because the thing is, them shunter
truck to hit though as well. I know, but the hedge, is it?
I kind of feel a bit like them shunter drivers. You watch how they bloody reverse, and I just, holy crap! So what you do shunt? You did shunting, didn't you, David?
I did it, but I did it in a big semi truck.
Okay, right, yeah.
But I still had the same job. I was a shunter. That's. Yeah. Sorry, Tom.
It's a good way to learn.
I
got lots of compliments.
Because I'd learnt in a wagon drag, and I just made it clear I'm nervous because I'd never driven, let alone reversed a truck and trailer. He put me shunting for a week in one of the yards that we have with their shunter, of course, the permanent guy. And I think that
credit where it's due.
That's good.
If you're going to get put with someone to teach you to reverse, you cannot go wrong with a shunter, because them lads, holy crap. There's some impressive reversing. Yeah, there is some.
It also helps if you download the game My Trucking Skills and just play that for like a day.
Oh, he finally says it.
Finally got there.
What, we halfway into it now? Fucking hell.
In fairness, he's had two. I mean, can we charge after the first one? I feel like we should charge after the first one.
And I will start charging per hour for editing. So keep the bleeps going, because that's the one that takes the most of my time away. Okay.
Brilliant.
Right. Okay. It's just occurred to me, I think we must be best part of like 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes.
Now?
Should we actually get
All right, let's start off with Tom, because Tom has gotten away with it for the last few weeks.
Yes.
No. Okay, Chloe, it's your topic, is it?
No, fuck off, Tom. You do it.
I will say, at the end of the last 2 weeks, I've been like, I've not got to use mine. I'll get to use it next week. It occurred to me this morning. I was like, I have no idea what that topic was that I've been saving. I cannot remember for the life of me.
I feel like you told us, but I can't remember either.
No,
exactly, exactly. So I've got a different one. I'm going to rant about the worst company I've ever worked for.
Oh no.
So I'm going to tell a story. This is all my opinion.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, this is all my opinion. I think David, because I said what I was going to do, and you said you were going to be devil's advocate. Yeah. You can be.
I'll try.
Should I mention the company name?
Yes.
Okay. So MAA Transport. I worked for them. I did videos with them. Oh my word. So I've never been lied to like with this company. It was unbelievable. And
how long ago was this?
This is last year. A
couple of years ago, yeah.
Yeah, last year. Okay. So it was beginning of last year. I think I left. And so it's. I mean, it started off all right. It wasn't. It was a well-paying job, and the boss. I actually quite liked the boss. It was a really nice guy. Like, it's proper. Like, someone that you could actually have a sit and actually have a chat to. And I got stuck out one week, and they pushed you a little bit, and the amount of times I had to get picked up and stuff like this, and there was some messing about with with trying to get back to base and stuff like this. And the boss, the owner of the company, was telling me how he'd got the military cross. I don't know if do you know what the military cross is? Oh my word! He's found a picture of a monkey on a bike. No. I still have to do it. Is this producers found this in the background? Right. So, anyways.
Sorry, go on.
So this guy was. I'm sat down in this truck, and he's taking me back. And it's about like I was 2 hours away from finishing, so he had to come and pick me up, and that was me completely out of time. So he had to come and pick me up. He's telling me about how he was in the paras. Which is like elite. It's not like SAS or like that, but it's like pretty high up in like kind of elite military stuff. And like how he was one of it was one of the first in I can't remember if it was Afghanistan or Iraq or something like that. And he did all this stuff. So it was like he got rewarded the military cross by the Queen.
Ooh.
So this is like a proper
big man.
I mean, absolute like salute you, absolute
Man's
hero.
man.
What an absolute legend.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I had this planner, and the planner had been messing me around loads and loads and loads, and I could tell stuff that wasn't being translated properly, and I knew something fucky was going on with the company. And there was this thing where I was working in Barrow, and they were basically moving me to a different depot, which is like an extra hour away from home. And I was like, well, no, because I'll get your guys' opinion on this just quickly. If you're working for a company like Chloe, if you're working for a company and your company then starts moving an hour away from your house and it's like, yeah, you work here now, what would you say to them?
I don't.
No,
I don't know.
Tell them no. Like you don't have to do anything. You don't have to stay with them. If you're a truck driver, you got so many other options. Okay, out of curiosity, what kind of work was this?
It was just general haulage.
Well,
okay, so it wasn't
had
tippers.
To stay, or you couldn't have just quit.
Oh no, they were just basically. I could quit, but they were just moving to a different thing. Anyways, this all came to a head one day, and there was money owed. I won't go into how much money.
You owed the company money? What did you do?
No, they owed me money. Oh yeah, mate. I know.
Full of confidence there for Tom.
Shut up. No, they owed money. Like they owed quite a bit of money from like expenses and stuff like that. You know, there was a bunch of stuff. Doesn't really matter. And I was trying to chase up, and I was talking to the owner about the planner who'd been trying to sort. Basically, this planner had been dealing with most of this, and I'd got fed up with it, and I'd called the owner, and the owner was like, "Oh, I've not really heard much about this. What I'll do is I'm going to meeting him in a couple of days' time. I'm going to sit down with him and I'm going to have a chat with him about it." And I was like, right, okay, that's fine. I appreciate that. Anyways, he puts the phone down and he doesn't hang up.
Oh, no.
And then I hear him say this person's name and he goes, "Oh, you've been a very naughty boy," to this guy. And I'm like, motherfucker's lied to me. He's fucking lied to me. And I saw red because I'm like, I've been lied to. So I start doing research and I start digging into this and finding out what's been going on. Turns out he wasn't deployed to Iraq or Afghanistan, like he said. Hasn't been given the military cross. He was in the army, but from what we could find, he was in the logistics corps. Which is fine, end of the day. Reality is, he served. He's done more than me.
But he's lied about what he's actually achieved.
He has lied about it. He lied about that. He's lied about the money. He's lied about the company. He said that the two trucks that he owns, well, he said that they owned them. They hadn't. They're on lease. And in fact, when it was looked into by a mate, he was like, "Oh yeah, like the company's trying to get these back because they owe money on them." And this is the reason. And suddenly everything started clicking. And so that was the worst company I've ever worked for. In my opinion, that is the worst company that I've ever worked for. And David, I would love you to play devil's advocate right now. Crack on, son.
Done.
So my question to you is, what's the worst company you've ever worked for?
All right.
And can you trump mine? Because
I don't know
that's
if I can trump it. I can tell the story.
Go on. Let's hear yours.
Well, okay, actually, so the company that I currently work for right now, I love them. You're not going to hear me say a bad thing about them, but I did leave. Like, I basically been working for them for, I don't know, like 15 years. But there was twice I quit, but it was never to quit for a better company. One was to quit because I can't remember why, actually, come to think of it. But the second time I quit, I wanted to help out a buddy. He was one of my students. Now, he came from England. His name was Richard, and he had to go. He moved to America, and he had to still go through truck school. But so he flew through truck school, no problem, because he had a company in England. I think he had, I don't remember how many trucks he had. He was actually in the military as well. Kind of, this is why it's all of a sudden flashed like, oh my god, this is like the same story in a way. But so he was like, I became very good buddies with him. Like, seriously, I was hanging out with him. I was going. Yeah. I had, normally people would last 2 to 3 weeks. He lasted like 3 days or 4 days. He was good. You know what I mean? He was fine. He had the experience of being a truck driver. Anyway, so I kept in contact with him, but he eventually started up his own his trucking company, and he asked me if I wanted to drive for them. I'm like, how much would you pay me? You get X amount. Okay, that's not bad. That's pretty reasonable, and but you can make this much. Ooh, I can make this much. All right, but I would. So I was to own my own truck too. Basically, if you bring in your own truck, brilliant. You'll make it, and because you're a buddy of mine, I'll give you the buddy discount. And I was going to be raking in a pile of money.
Yeah.
And so I ended up quitting my van, and I was already working for them now for 10 years. I had some good experience going on with them. Because the longer you're with a company, the more benefits you have, the more vacation pay you have, and all that kind of thing. So I gave it all up because I was believed that I was going to be making a pile of money. So I basically got the loan for the truck. I was ready to pick up my truck, but when I was picking up my truck, they were like, "Okay, where's your insurance binder?" Basically, the insurance that the company is going to use to insure it. And he kept on like, hold on a second. I'm sorting it out right now. Right now we've had a problem. We've had he only has 5 trucks, and within 3 days he ended up getting one guy got a speeding ticket and 2 guys were overweight or whatever and so they ended up, in order to get certain contracts, you have to have a certain percentage. I can't remember what it's called right off the bat right now, but you have to have a certain percentage of
good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. Let's just call it good stuff.
Not negative stuff.
Yeah, but then because if you don't have this particular score, you're going to lose contracts or whatever, right? So he was freaking out and he was telling me like, "Okay, dude, don't buy the truck. Don't buy the truck. But I've already quit my company. I'm only going to work. I don't want to work for you unless I have my own truck." Well, you can do that right now. Once we get our contracts back up again and we get into the positive and all that kind of stuff, as in like. Well, I kind of feel like I have to now. All right. Hell. You know what? Okay, dude. I'm like, I seriously quit. You know what kind of job I had? I had a really cushy job. All right. And I was making a pile of money. And like, don't worry, you will make a lot more money. I'm like, so, but he was very charismatic. He was very, as in like, he was very good at bullshitting that I didn't know yet.
It's funny, just quickly though. So here's something interesting. And the only reason why I mention it is because the guy told me similar stories about, and he said, "Oh, this has happened and this has happened. We had this guy run his truck down to here, and he was actually going to go and do all of this stuff, and we had this guy who'd done something else." And he was basically, he managed to fuck us over, and DVSA are now on top of us, and the traffic commission, this and that and the other. Now, these drivers reached out to me
after
I left. And I now know the full story. Now, I'm not going to talk about that.
Recently, you know the full story.
No. This is a little while ago. So I'm not going to talk about that because I'm not going to give away their identities. But basically, I know the full stories, and what he'd said on that was also bullshit. And it does make me think, was what he's saying about getting the overweights and the speeding tickets
bullshit?
Is that bullshit? Because that again, there seems to be a lot that's resonating with these two stories. They seem to have a lot of similarities down the line.
I believe it was real because he ended up every time the company went through the particular scale, we always got pulled in. Basically, we always had to get pulled in because of that one ticket.
So did you work there in the end then, or did you?
I did. Yeah, I worked for him. I worked for him for years. You know,
did manage to get in there.
So I was making basically, I got paid a way that I never got paid before. I got paid per day. But it doesn't matter what work I did. Sometimes, because basically from Vancouver all the way up to Tacoma and back again was a half day. And sometimes that was the only day, but sometimes, and I say a full day is when you go back twice. Now that was an extremely long day then, you know, because now you're dealing with evening traffic. And I didn't mind. He was paying me X amount, and I'm like, whatever. Sometimes just if at the end of the week, dude, I'm only going to do one run today. All right, and he would be like, whatever, okay, cool, you know. And the guy, as well. One reason why I got along well with him too is because he was English. All right, I have a tendency of getting well with English, Irish, Scottish, Australian, basically.
I thought as an Englishman, we were your natural born enemies. Is that not?
Well, if you're living in Ireland, you are. But when you're so far away, you kind of like, let's ignore that fact.
Domino, have you got any stories like this, or?
I haven't really experienced that kind of thing. Obviously, trucking wise, with offices, there've been some places, but I worked at Domino's once. That was fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Domino worked at Domino's.
I couldn't work at Papa John's. How could I?
You must have had some comments about that.
Yeah, I'm interested actually.
Go ahead.
You had loads of people having comments.
No. Actually, no. I don't want to know about your job at Domino's because I like Domino's pizza, and
nothing
I
bad.
feel like
about being called Domino.
Well, yeah, okay.
Domino's.
Yeah, no, it was nothing bad. It was a good company.
Where is it? Okay.
I just thought it was funny
I think they've sorted themselves out, haven't they?
Oh, they did. They had crappy pizza. Now they have good pizza.
Oh,
I love Domino's.
I love Domino's.
Domino's.
I'm a bit biased.
No,
they did. But they did have shitty pizzas.
Yeah, and the CEO came out and he actually put what was the campaign he did? Do you know about this, David?
I can't remember.
It was something like
he basically said, our pizzas are shit.
Yeah. Like that is genuinely that was the marketing campaign that they did, and it was phenomenal. They did really, really well.
So when did you work for them, Domino? Well, not when they were shit, I take it.
No, I've always liked Domino's. Again, I'm probably a bit biased because of the name, get discount, but
I should fucking hope so.
Wait, you get discount because of your name?
No, I used to. It's only because I used to know the person who worked there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That would be amazing, though. I would call myself McDonald's.
I'd just go in and tell them I'm the secret CEO. Here's my ID. See? It gets confusing because I do deliver now to their packaging.
Oh, really?
And I had.
So when you sign it off as Domino, they're like, no, your name.
Yeah, it's your name. That is my name.
And obviously, my name's been put on my new truck now, and I've got a license plate in the window. And I sometimes, when I ever go somewhere, I just say Dom. It's so much easier than to explain.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I totally forgot where I was, and I pulled up to the security gate, and he said, "Oh, right, what's your name?" So I was like, "Domino." He said, "No, sorry, what's your name?" I was like, "Domino." And he was like, "No, I don't think you understand the question. What is your name?" Like, my name is
Wait, did he
Domino.
get proper arsey with you?
Yeah, a little bit. But I think
did he eventually go like, "Oh, my bad, I'm sorry"?
An idiot. And I was like, "No, like that is my name." Look at the license
Why would you name
plate.
yourself after a pizza joint?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I didn't even know it was a name until Deadpool 2.
Oh no.
Oh, that's right.
Why?
Oh wow, am I not allowed to mention
the lucky
this?
girl.
Yeah,
I was really disappointed with the film. I absolutely love the Suicide Squad.
What happens in it.
Her magic power is
I love Brad Pitt's cameo.
I'm not a lucky person. She could have had, like, in the comics, she's bad. She's like a bad, like a villain. But her magic power is luck. I've never
is
won
that not the same?
Card. I'm not lucky.
Oh, she's that one.
Yeah.
Yes, I know who you mean now. Yeah.
I think she's gonna be as cool as Deadpool.
Yeah, but it's Ryan Reynolds, so it's okay.
Actually survived.
But no, my name originally is from a James Bond film, so it could have been worse. It could have been Pussy Galore, Doctor No. I'll stick with Domino.
There would definitely be people asking, "Is that your real name?"
Yeah, I get it a lot.
Yeah.
Security guards, I'd rather not write that down, please. You can just go. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You're not going on the register. Just put driver.
They'll never forget you. That's for sure. Oh,
No.
Here comes Pussy. Oh, Tom's lost it.
I started laughing. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Anyone else? Chloe, you must have had some bad stories. Some bad place that you worked.
Not trucking, because I've only worked at EMS, haven't I? When I worked
Make something up about them.
Yeah. Just like literally.
Tell us a story. Just
As long as we say the word allegedly at the beginning of it, we're fine.
Allegedly.
It's all sorts of illegally. We're fine.
I've never really had a problem like with my work. I have problems with like drivers not liking me, but that's nothing to do with because obviously I go in the office a lot, so I'm very much on my own territory, if that makes sense. There's always a divide, isn't there, with drivers and office staff. And because I go in and help
not
the office.
Always.
Well, in our place it is. Skip work is very cliquey.
Okay.
I don't know why. They're all very cliquey.
Yeah.
And because I go in the office, allegedly I go in and tell them stuff. I'm like, I don't give a fucking shit what you guys get up to. Do you really think I want to walk in the office and go, oh my God, have you heard what such and such has done? I was like, no, I want to go in there and fucking work,
Exactly, yeah.
But because I go in the office and someone obviously is going around spreading stuff, then it gets put on me. And
oh, scandals. I will say, one of our drivers, and if he is listening to this, hello, Simon. I'm going to tell him about you. No. Oh, no. So I love Simon's pieces, but Simon does have a habit of sometimes he'll say things that... And I'm not saying he runs his mouth, but he runs his mouth, and he might have done this to a Weybridge lass. I think she was in the wrong from the story what he told me. Anyways, and normally what you should do, and this is advice for anyone who does bulk work, skip work, anything where you've got a Weybridge that you are likely to go back to.
Be nice.
Keep your mouth shut. If there's a problem, keep your mouth shut, because that person,
point of contact,
that person can make your life hell.
Oh,
and
God,
anyways, on Friday,
I used to do it all the time.
on Friday, he's gone in and she's gone, Have you done this before? He's like, no, but I've done this before, and I'd been in there an hour earlier. I'd been in and done the exact same thing and said the exact same thing. So I'd said, I've never been to this particular bin. I've been to the other bin, but never this one.
Right.
I got let in, not a problem at all. He goes in, and she goes, yeah, you need an induction. And sends him back round and makes him do an induction for it.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Oh, because he's pissed her off?
Yeah. Yeah. Just because... So, never piss off the Weybridge staff. That is a rookie mistake. No,
you don't want to be doing
because if there's something that they can do that can, going to a waiting area or doing this, they will do it.
Follow the rules to a T.
To the letter. Oh, yeah.
Because I used to do it. If customers come in and you'd be like, mate, you've pissed me off. No, I'm not letting you in again. You've got to go home and get the proper paperwork. They're like, no, seriously. I was like, yeah, fuck off.
Have you actually? You've made people come back with the proper paperwork because of his job?
Yeah, too fucking right.
Good on you.
You got that little bit of power and abuse.
Yeah, if they're nice. Exactly. If they're nice, and I'm like, yeah, you're all right.
Sounds like a recent topic.
Don't worry about that. I mean, are literally going back. But yeah, with that little bit of power, it was good. But I don't really have that anymore.
I have something for the comments. We have heard a few stories recently about, like Chloe have said, is Chloe a bad person deep down?
Who said that?
No, me. I'm saying that.
Right.
Doesn't say
I thought you had comments saying it. I'm not a bad person. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
I'm just thinking back to the cycling thing where you were like, yeah, I used to wear a full lycra and I used to ride in the middle of the road and stop traffic because, and I don't, this is me, obviously, this is me reading between the lines, but I'm sure you said something along the lines of, I rode in the middle of the road because I'm a terrible person.
I might have said that.
Emily, can we have this track back? Can I just have a confirmation? Is that exactly what she said?
It's going to take her a while to find this one, Tom.
No.
That's asking a lot. Exactly. No
fine,
idea.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Which podcast am I looking up for,
That was really
Domino.
stitching her up.
What did you bring a topic to today's podcast?
I did have an experience as a new trucker that I thought was interesting. It never happened to me. It never occurred to me that it would happen, which I suppose is a bit naive. But I was so tunnel vision being a new driver. I've got my own truck. I've been left alone. There's no one else here. I'm a lone worker. And I was loaded with cardboard top to bottom, and it was my final run. I was 7 miles away, and I thought I'd get this done. And it was it's one of the hardest yards that I do struggle with, this one. And I've 7 miles away and this car's beeping and beeping. And this so I've looked down, I thought there's no one in front of me. I'm on the M1, just go round.
Oh no.
I was in a really good mood, so there was no rude hand
the M1. I don't know where this story's going, but to set this up, David, the M1 is like in most of the places, it's like a 4-lane motorway.
Gotcha.
I think I've got a horrible feeling I know where this is going, and I hope it's not. But go on.
Well,
go on.
So, and I've of course set up my Instagram. I've not got massive following, but it's more for I can then see how I'm progressing, make new friends.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at some of the videos, but I'm learning. And so this car's beeping, and I thought, maybe it's someone who knows me or from Instagram. I'm famous. And then the passenger's pointing, so I'm looking where she's pointing, and she's pointing towards the back of the trailer, and I'm thinking, I definitely shut the doors. Like, it's strapped, so it's not going anywhere, but I can't see the doors. I'll be looking at my mirrors like every few minutes probably because I'm new.
Yeah.
And I put my window down, and I'm expecting her to be like, "Hi, I don't know, I've seen your Instagram," or something like that. I put my window down, I turned the radio off, and I swear it's really inappropriate, but I heard a song in my head when she heard this. She said, "Your brakes are on fire." So of course I've heard the roof. In my head.
Oh
no!
Just for other people, that's not the first thing you should be thinking of when someone says that to you.
So I'm thinking, I can't see any fire, but I mean, Dee clearly can, and I'm loaded with cardboard. So
if that's going on fire, that shit's on fire at that point.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop this trailer like it's hot, literally.
Yeah.
And I finally got my own truck. I'm not letting that go. But yeah, so I smashed the hazards on, and for a split second thought, I'll just stop now. I can't just pull in a lane. It was like I was fighting with my brain. So I seen an SOS, pulled straight in, and instantly, as soon as I pulled in, smell, and I could now see the smoke. And I was gutted.
Oh, no.
She never stopped or pulled in for me to thank her, because I'm sure the company would have had a problem if I'd pulled in their yard on fire.
I mean,
because once we got past my whole name problem, like last time, your stock's on fire. Someone get an extinguisher.
See, I feel like there's agency drivers that would disagree with you. I'm sure agency drivers bring it in. Trailer's on fire. I've dropped it off in bay 3.
Might want to get there somewhere quickly. Yeah.
The only other
park next to
the only other
That's
one.
it. Where are you?
The only other one I had, which was rather, it wasn't.
Wait, no,
wait,
you don't. Yeah, no, bollocks. You can't move on to the next story. That's some bullshit right there. What happened to the fire?
Yes.
Oh well,
yeah. What was it?
It was fine. Like the smoke went away after like 2 hours. Sat on the M1.
What caused the smoke?
Yeah, what was it?
After 2 hours?
Well, I was sat there on the M1 for 2 hours. Yeah.
Waiting for it to cool down. That's what you do.
Broken then?
No, it was.
Were they new brakes by any chance?
Brakes at the service.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
But it was like blowing. So there was no fire. There was no flames.
It was just the pure heat. Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of them things that you do think that you'd see it, but I think the aerodynamics of the truck stop you from seeing it.
Yeah, with all the traffic.
Because as it's coming down, will it not push the air? Because as the truck's going, it's the same reason why they say like the most aerodynamic shape's a teardrop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it goes round the bulk of it and then it instantly wants to come back in on itself.
Yeah.
At the back of it. So it wants to kind of like the air kind of compresses.
In, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not in your brake line, brake sight, is it? David's got his arms crossed and he's just looking at me.
We'll go with that.
How do you know I'm looking at you? I'm not looking at the camera.
I know, but
you don't know who I'm looking at.
Well, I'm assuming you're looking at me like I'm stupid. Why is that not right? Emily,
I don't know.
Producers,
I'm being comfortable.
Producers nodding. Yes.
I was nodding at the fact you're stupid.
Yeah, that's accurate.
You are correct. But the most aerodynamic thing has been proven to be the Kingfisher.
Ooh.
The Kingfisher?
Really?
What, as in the bird?
As in the bird, it's a Japanese train that is based on the shape of a kingfisher launching into water.
That's interesting.
Because of, you've got the fin beak that goes round and then goes back in itself. So you are essentially right with a teardrop.
Well, like,
that was a random fact I knew.
Should we remark ourselves as educational?
We absolutely should.
Right, go on. No. So you didn't set fire that time. What was your other story?
Well, I thought I mentioned fire, so why not have water? I was sat on a bay for about 45 minutes and no one's come out and it was really thick rain. And I, of course, being new, I'd driven with the suspension quite high and we have quite tall trailers. So I've been sat on the bay, 45 minutes, all this rain's collected on the roof.
Oh, no.
And the light went red. They opened the door and it was like a waterfall. The bloke come running out of the factory and he said, "I'm really sorry, love. Can you lower your suspension? Like, you need to come and see our warehouse." I was like, "What?" I said, "Sure." I was thinking, it's like a tour or something. Maybe it's an induction. No, it was literally like guttering. It was pouring off. Luckily, none of the product was damaged because, again, it was cardboard that time. But, there was water everywhere.
Oh, right. So what? As in, like, it's running down the trailer.
Into the building, yeah.
But surely he'd want to...
They would have
surely he'd want to raise the...
Well, I
surely
sat there for 45
it.
minutes, so it just collected between the roof and the door. So as soon as they opened the door,
That's so funny.
Oh, right.
God, I wish they caught that in camera.
Yeah, that'd have been funny. Yeah, that'd have been funny. Yeah, that'd have been a great one. I feel.
And by lowering the suspension, they were asking if you to lower the suspension in the truck, bringing the front down, so it would
to stop the slip and slide. Yeah.
Gotcha. Awesome.
How are we doing for time on this? I've literally no idea what time we're on.
Oh, I
have no idea. Well, let's just keep going. I'll chop it up. Bring it down.
Let's just have fun with this.
Okay, fair enough.
So
what was the? Go ahead. What was the topic?
I was just going to tell you about a stupid mistake I made the other day.
Stupid mistakes is the topic.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I obviously have a shitload.
Yeah. Oh God. So
let's everybody else go first.
So I've just got a little short one that I just did the other day. So I had to use someone else's
nice and
truck.
Fresh.
It's only really short and little pathetic, like blonde moment. And I had to go and grab the keys for this new truck. So I went in the key cupboard and I was like, oh, that's a new set of keys. Pick that out. Looks about right. The reg went and tried to unlock it. It wouldn't unlock properly. I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. Managed to finally unlock it after like doing that to it, attacking it. And then I got in, put the key in. Oh, it's not turning over. What the fuck's going on? Kept looking at the reg, like, what the fuck is going on? Ringing up the transport man, something wrong with this truck here. I don't know what's going on with it. And he walks out. He's like, okay, I'll go and have a look. Walks out and he looks at me and he goes, "You got the wrong fucking keys, you idiot." I was like,
oh wait,
oh yeah,
what the wrong? Oh right, I see. Just because I had something,
was go and get another set of keys.
Well, I had something where I borrowed one of the trucks and there was 2 keys on it, 2 Volvo keys, and I've been using it for the full day. Turned it on and off, gone and had brakes, done all this, got back in, put it in,
it wouldn't work.
It was saying wasn't turning on. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
It's the other key, yeah.
And
we've got one like that.
Why is there 2 keys?
So we've got ours because it's in the row where we've got it, where basically someone drove it and tried to straight line a roundabout and put it on its side. So the locks got replaced. It's gonna work out. So basically the cab got replaced, but the inners didn't. If that makes sense, like the actual controllers did. So the new keys were on the outside.
Why wouldn't they just replace the lock on the barrel?
I don't know, but you had a new set of keys on the outside and then like one original key for the inside. So of course, if you got in and tried to use the wrong key, it would come up with the same. I'm guessing it's similar.
Yeah, that I think that's the most Volvo story I think I've heard yet. and don't get me wrong, I love Volvos. I like my Volvos, but servicing wise, have you had your Volvo come back and they've done something with one of the front axles, like from one of the front wheels, and the steering wheel is set at 45 degrees of the wrong fucking direction.
God,
I'm not allowed to comment on that because my big boss is Stuart's Truck and Bus Volvo. They do nothing wrong. They're amazing.
That's a definite yes. Allegedly. I took mine back in that day, and I was like, "No, you're getting this sorted. You can't have me drive." Because the thing is, I know it sounds stupid, but because it's like ergonomically not right, I had a bad shoulder by the end of the day because I'm holding it like I would do. I know, don't laugh at me. No, you can't laugh at me. I don't give a shit. But right, but either way, I was honestly, it was crap. That was my story. It's the thing I was thinking is, and I've had it. It's not just been in trucking, and I don't know if anyone else has had this before. You must have had this, where so you've done something wrong, or something's gone wrong somewhere, or something's happened, and your boss has then turned around and gone, "Why didn't you just ask the question?" And my point to that, everyone's like nodding, going, "Yeah, we've all had this.
Yeah, we've all had this."
And my response to that is always, how are you supposed to ask the question? Well, how are you supposed to get an answer to a question when you don't know the question exists?
Or you don't know what to ask.
But it's that kind of thing of. I was trying to think of an example off the top of my head, but something that you've done, which is very similar to this situation where it's gone wrong and you've not done the right thing. But I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but like you've done something similar previously, and you do it the same way for this new task, but that way is not the correct way. You should have done it a different way. But it was so similar to however you've done it previously and to whatever it is.
Should it really matter?
That it made perfect sense, and there's no reason. I think, like for instance,
I think that's whenever you're learning, you've got to learn your own way, haven't you?
Well, it's...
You can't do it to a T of what someone else expects of you. You're never going to get it right.
Well, okay, so say for instance, and in fairness, no one pulled me up about this, but it was just an example I was thinking about. Like, this week, we went to a different site. We picked up from this quarry that we always pick up, and I wrote out the paperwork that I would normally write out, gave it to the guy, not a problem at all. In actual fact, we were supposed to use this other piece of paper, which we'd never used before, and write that out. I don't know wrong, it wasn't an issue, it was all resolved, stuff like that. But it's that kind of point of... We always, from that quarry, we always use this one piece of paper, and that's the form that we fill out for it. How am I supposed to know if it's any other different unless someone actually tells me it's different?
Well, it's both doing the same thing. It's both a transfer note, isn't it? The same at the end of the day, so it shouldn't make any difference.
But that wasn't the kind of wasn't particularly the actual point.
Whatever.
It's more of a general thing that. Has anyone got it?
No, I hear you. Well, when it comes to new truck drivers, that is what happens a lot of time. You're not going to be told something. How are you supposed to figure it out? And then you get told off for not knowing. Well, how was I supposed to know? Well, you've been doing it 5 years. Well, it never came up before. Just because, you know, you're not going to
always
just
learn
something. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
When I
anyway,
that trailed off. That trailed off.
Go on, Domino.
It's kind of it was my own fault. When I first started, it was so silly. I mean, I'm the only female of the fleet, and I didn't really want to. I lost my pen to a forklift driver, and I didn't. I was too embarrassed
to keep.
Give them out.
No, don't do that.
It's like gold.
Again,
it's like lighters, they disappear.
Keep that pen attached to you, unless someone pans you a pen and says, "Can you sign here?" Snatch that thing immediately. That pen is yours. They've given it to you. It's like it's like Harry Potter with Dobby. I know he didn't mean to give him the sock, but he did give him the sock, and now he's free.
Oh, well, hindsight's the wonderful thing. I was too embarrassed to ask anyone if I could have a pen, so I acquired one. I thought, maybe it's the truck away, but it's a ginger thing. I don't know. It's a domino thing. I'm going to acquire a pen.
Tom, is it a ginger thing?
No comment. It's
rose
gold
thing.
copper, rose copper. Yeah, rose gold. There you go. That's what we're going with. Yeah.
So I thought I'll just acquire one. That way I haven't got to tell anyone I lost my one pen. Like I say, it's not a major deal, but for some reason at the day I really couldn't be bothered with it. So I found this pen. I was well chuffed, but I don't have pockets because I wear leggings. So I put it in my bra. Thought it'd be fine.
I was about to say, surely your bra is that not like another pocket?
Totally.
Yes, it's not ideal for pens.
It's not comfy.
I found out.
No.
I would suspect if ink leaks out, it's disastrous. But
ink leaked out, didn't it?
Same.
I forgot. I forgot I got the pen. So I've gone the rest of the afternoon until I needed to write something. And I thought, oh yeah, my pen. Got the pen out, written on my sheet of paper, no problem. And I bumped into a colleague later that day, and he was like, "What's wrong with you?" So what? Many things. He was like, "Mate, you've got ink everywhere." I was like, "What?" I haven't looked in a mirror all day.
Was it like hidden under a boob so you can't even see it yourself? Can't you?
It was half of my face, all down my neck.
Oh no!
All over my hands. I'm obviously touching my face during the day, but yeah, I hadn't even realised it was all over my hands, so it's all over the steering wheel, it's all over the door handle, but I couldn't get it off. I looked like I was doing half a Smurf impression for the rest of the afternoon. Half of my face was blue.
I will say,
my boss gave me a box of pens when I got back.
Isn't that like Braveheart?
Yeah.
Isn't that the same thing?
Oh, come out here, son.
But I got loads of pens now.
I will say, if you do ever get ink, is it chrome that you get in the services? The one in the kind of
alcohol gets rid of it, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know. It's in a yellow bottle. My God, that stuff is unbelievable for getting stuff off. It's clean. I genuinely, it does. When I touch it, I do worry a little bit about thinking this is definitely eating my skin. But yeah, just pens, just steal them. That this is official, Just Another Trucking Podcast information. If someone hands you a pen, it is yours. Steal it.
Pocket
by the way,
I have a crazy collection.
Don't put it in your bra though.
I was just going to quick. By the way, Danny, I definitely didn't nick that pen from the office this week. Allegedly. David, what was your story? Did you have a story about pens? I thought you said that.
No, I steal pens constantly. I have an entire bag full of random pens. That's awesome. That's it. That's my only story.
I think that is the difference between a rookie driver and a veteran driver. It's about the amount of pens you steal from different places.
Well, the reason why I steal
them... A veteran driver has a lot of...
they're accidentally stolen. Because I always have a pen, and the few times you don't have a pen, all right... That's when you steal.
Required.
It's because because as soon as I sign my name, my pen goes in my hand and I leave. Because I would say 9 out of 10 times. It's more like 49 out of 50 times I do have a pen. So every 49th time I sign my name, I steal that pen.
Do you ever get the creepy one where you haven't got a pen and you go, "Oh, have you got a pen, mate? Sign this off." And he goes, "Yeah." And then he signs it off and he goes, keep it, and you're like,
no.
okay,
No,
no,
Chloe, that is not something I've ever had. What, does it even give you like a dirty wink and stuff? Domino, have you had this yet?
No.
Oh wow!
You have time.
No,
I had a woman blow a kiss.
Was this
at
in
me,
a
though.
lay-by, Chloe, by any chance?
No, it wasn't in my lay-by. You've had a woman blow a kiss at you, Domino.
Yeah.
Get on.
I think she had the wrong idea.
Or the right one. Get in. Not saying.
No, she was in the way. I thought I'll wait for her to move. And then she moved out of the way and she smiled at me. So I was like, oh, cheers. Kind of like wavy, kind of thanks. And yeah, she stood there.
Flirty
It was like where you blow a kiss at someone without the hand. I won't do it because it's proper cringy. But I was just like,
No, you need to do it.
No.
You need to do it. I'm so
No.
sorry. You Tom,
Right.
give it a shot.
What? So it'd be like.
She was like,
You're doing it without the hand. Is that right?
Oh no! Oh, with or without the hands.
Without.
Am I doing it
It's without the hands.
without.
Okay.
Without the
yeah.
hands.
It's more so-
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
That's so accurate.
I'll do that on camera. I don't give a fuck. to the people listening, you don't need to see that. You don't need to see it. I suspect that's something that you cannot unsee. So
We'll
there
share
you
on
go.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
exactly. Right, are we done? Can we wrap this up? I
Yeah,
feel like this
sure,
has been
let's
a
do it.
bumper episode.
It has.
So,
And I'm dying for a
Fuck
leak.
you are.
I'm 3 beers in. Come on. Hurry up.
Okay. Okay, right. So don't swear at the end of this. Something that you'd have to bleep it out.
Fuck. Shit. Bollocks. What?
No, I'm not going to. I was going to, I thought. Right. Okay.
Go on, some plug-in.
Hold on. Stop.
Plug in. Oh, yes.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. We're going to do the plugging. Domino, we want you to plug stuff.
Can I go?
No?
What is
No.
No,
plugging?
it's all about Domino.
Oh,
You're plugging
Domino,
your
you have to
Instagram.
tell us about your social media and so where people can find you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm under ginger_mother. Got it.
Ginger underscore mother trucker.
Ginger_mother_trucker.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
We'll share a
if you
link.
if you
Yeah.
if you
Instagram.
search Ginger Mother Trucker, you'll be able to find and
Yeah, you find her
be able to
instantly.
get-
Yeah.
I
I'm
searched
pretty sure you
I
told
searched
us all.
trucker Domino, and obviously Domino's trucks popped up constantly.
It's a big
Okay.
You know,
company. I own that,
Domino's
yeah.
pizza.
On the actual Domino's
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah, you definitely need to be beating that. Get on that. Right. Okay. Yeah.
All right, you
we
can
happy?
finish up now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
That's
for
what
having
she
me
said.
on. It's been really good fun.
it's been-
Genuinely,
it's brilliant.
it's been a lot of
Yeah.
fun having you on. It's been a
Yeah.
lot of fun having you on. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how did you get this far? And we shall see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah, bye. Oh yeah,
Bye.
I need to say bye as well at the end of that. Bye.
Might as well. Good luck.
Yeah. Wow, that was a terrible ending.